Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am here with a video for Wing It Wednesday. This is a collab that's hosted by Jenny from Jenny's Crafty Corner, and the idea is to use something from your stash that you've maybe never used or that you haven't used for a long time. And I saw a video last week by Shirley, handmade by Shirley, and she was using some interference inks from Lisa Horton, and I thought, oh, I bought myself 3 of those in October last year at the craft fair in Glasgow, and I think I did make a tag with them, but I then stored them very carefully in a drawer very close to where I sit every day doing my crafts, and then I haven't used them since. So I'm going to share with you some little playing that I've been doing with them with different techniques, basically trying to suss my head round about what's special about them, because they are a bit different than usual. You can see they've got the 2 colour. And then I'm going to make a little project. So if you would like, no, I'm not going to do a sneak peek today. No sneak peek. If you want to see what I make, then please keep watching. And if you enjoy it, hit like, leave me a comment and consider subscribing. Thanks so much. Just keep watching. I was going to say goodbye. I'm not going anywhere. Keep watching. Okay, so the interference inks which I have are these 3 colours. I did share them when I bought them. I got them at the craft fair in Glasgow. I want to say it was October time, and I was definitely influenced by those sort of autumnal colours. So I've got the pumpkin spice shimmer, the sweet treat shimmer, and the lavender fields shimmer. And this one is orange but becomes purple. This one is yellow but becomes a pinky colour. And this one is purple but becomes a greeny colour. And so what I did, I couldn't decide what I was going to do with these. So I've just had a bit of a play. So I'm going to show you what I've done for a bit of a play, and then I'm going to do something, a project or something. So first of all, I just tried kind of swiping the inks. So I did it on vellum. They're still a bit wet. These were the last ones I did. I did it on black card. So this is the lavender fields. This one is the pumpkin spice. And this one is the sweet treat shimmer. Is that right? No, the sweet treat shimmer is the pinky. That's the bluish one, is the pumpkin spice. So there we go. So that's on black. They've got a fabulous sheen, I must say. And I think my 3 colours I've picked go quite well together on the black, but they're not the best on the white together. This is just swiped directly onto white cardstock, and then this one is the pumpkin spice. And then I did a bit of smooshing. Well, no, I did some ink blending, because I was trying to think, what do I normally do with inks that I've got? So I do ink blending. So I had watched a Lisa Horton video ages ago, and she said because the sort of metallic sheen of them, you want to use new brushes or brushes that you keep just for these inks. So these are the only unused brushes I had, and I think that's partly why it didn't really, because the bigger brush did blend a bit easier. And then I just spritzed it with water, and I did that on black as well. Definitely there is a sheen on the white, but the black really picks up the sheen. I did spritz this with water. I think my cardstock is very thin with the black. I think that might, I don't know if that made a difference, but I do like those colours together. Then I tried doing some just ink on my block, spritz it with water and smoosh the card into it. This was the white. Again, I don't think the colours really go, but it is a nice effect, and you do get a bit of shimmer and sheen there. This is the one on black, which while I was doing it, I was thinking, oh, this is a terrible waste of time, because you need to wait until the colours kind of, the ink dries and sort of sinks in a bit before you get the sheen and the colours. When it's wet, it just looks like there's nothing happening, but that's quite nice. Then I thought, well, I also stamp with my inks. So I stamped, this was just a wee background stamp from this Crafty Individuals magazine set, which I haven't used. Did quite a good job, but I don't think you really get much of the sheen on the white. Then I did it with the black, and I should have used a different piece of card, but I didn't want to waste it. This one here was just ink on the stamp pressed directly, and then that was the blue, and I think that was it's the yellow, isn't it? It goes that colour. So pretty disappointing. So then I did it again, and I just put the ink on, and then I lightly spritzed the ink, and that came up much. So that one, and that one was using that technique. So that was much better. And then the reason that I picked up these inks to have a play with again was because I saw Shirley, was it just last week, doing some embossing and inking with them. So I tried that, and I was quite I don't think I've got the technique. I mean, it's alright, but it was an embossing folder. I've done with the embossing folder. Oh, it's way over there. It's got it's a Tonic Studio ones. It's got the die that cuts out the little hearts. So, yeah, I think it's messy. But that's me, not the technique, I think. So yeah, so let me think what I'm going to actually make. And yeah, I'll put you on pause for a little minute. Okay, the other thing I haven't done is stenciling. I think that might be what I did when I first bought them, but maybe I'll do a little stencil and see what that looks like. So this is black card, obviously. I don't know where I got this stencil. It's little. I think maybe it was a magazine gift. I'm not sure. It's very pretty, but I'm not sure why I would have bought it. So that's why I'm guessing it's a magazine. So I'm just going to tape it down just to have a go. I'm going on the black because, well, I think the colours go better on the black. So now the thing to remember is to use the ink on the brush that matches the main colour, because the colour it becomes will happen depending on what card you put it on. If you want to see the technique with the stencils properly, I'll link Shirley's video because she did a really nice job, and I've done a terrible one. So yes, so I'm just going in. See how much nicer it seems to blend with the big brush. I maybe need to get a few more of those. It's a shame because the purple is actually the green that I would maybe go in and do these little details with, but it is what it is. Maybe this is part 1, and maybe is that cheating to do Wing It Wednesday next week where that's quite nice, isn't it? Now I wonder what did I do with the other heart? Oh, my desk is such a tip. I don't want to show you, I'm embarrassed. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Excellent. I wonder if I did this as like a focal image. Let's try it. Okay. And then maybe I could do a bit of a background, just swooping the colours maybe on the white card behind it or something. It's a bit hard to see where I've already been at the moment because the colours do take a second to come up on the black. I think it's nice. Now it's just that one little bit at the edge, but that is where it's. I wonder if I just. Go. So now you've got that pretty effect on there. And maybe let me see right now. What I have done with other media, whatever you call them, when I've got a stencil like this, is I spritz it and then just try and get a print of the other side. If anybody else has got these inks and has done different techniques and things with them, I would love to hear all about it. Oh, that's quite pretty. You get a bit of the, not waste that ink. So what I was thinking was of making a little panel to go behind it with the inks. Maybe I will just do a little square now. I think underneath all this I have a ruler, yeah. So I'm going to cut a square that's maybe let's try 8 by 8. Up it aside not to smudge that. Let's see. 8 by 8, and then maybe I cut a piece of black that's 9 by 9, so it can go on something like this. But what I could do is I could have a little swoop of the colour behind it. I don't think I want a busy background for this. No. Maybe it could sit on the purple. Okay, so I can just looks quite nice. It's almost a sort of wood grainy kind of effect. And then I cut this square out. I either leave that black or I swoop around the edges with the same one. You can see how it starts off. Like here where it's a little bit wet still, it looks purple, but it's gone quite green. Okay. So, and you get the sheen off it. I mean, this is pretty basic, but I don't know, it's a bit hard to figure out what to do with them. I'm somewhere perched on I need to buy more colours. And the other side of me is like, no, you don't know what to do with the 3 colours you've got. Don't worry, I'm not going to go and buy any more. Got a lump of glue, that's what's happened there. Okay, so then a little card base for that, maybe a 5 by 5, let's see. like so. Okay. Then a little hello or something, just as a wee kind of note card sort of card. Let me see. I'll be back when I've found the perfect for me sentiment. Okay, so I added a little hugs enclosed stamp to the bottom of this card. I think it probably needs some little Nouveau drops or something, doesn't it? And then I used a few of the bits that I had lying around that I'd used in trying different techniques to make a little ATC, and I've added the do what you love, and I've got a person in mind that I'm going to pop this in the post to. So I used some of the smooshed, some of the swipe to die cut. The first bit I tried, which was the same stencil as I used for there, and then I just stamped onto the card that I'd swiped the ink onto. So yeah, there we go. I think I probably need to try some different things. I do like them. I am very tempted to maybe try and buy a couple more colours just to, do a bit more of this, but with colours that actually go together. But yeah, I'll see. I'll think about it. I'm trying it at the moment. Before I go and buy anything, I favourite it or add it in my basket and leave it for like a day or two until I have a little chance to think, do I really want that? Will I really use it? So yeah, that is what I've got so far. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will leave me a wee comment and a like, and that you will check out Jenny's Crafty Corner channel, and also check out the hashtag for Wing It Wednesday, because there's lots of really fun projects, people trying out things that are unused or unused for a very long time in their stash. Thanks for watching. Bye now.